I wanted to do a quick run through of what I hope to read in 2025. So this is my 25 books that I will be reading in 2025. One of which is not here yet because it has not been released yet. However, we will go through the 24 that we do have. I'll mention number 25, and then we will go from there. I am just going to go through and read off the name, excuse me, the name, the author, and if it's part of a series that I plan on reading. Other than that, it's going to be pretty quick, pretty simple. Try to make it short, sweet, and to the point. So we are going to start off with Emma by Jane Austen. I got a collection of these books. They are all very similar in style, just different colors. And my goal for 2025 is to read the entire Jane Austen collection. I've only read Sense and Sensibility. So one of our books that we are going to be reading in 2025 is Emma by Jane Austen. To follow that up, we have Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I've watched the movie about 100 times, never read the book, so I will be reading this one. This is one of my priorities. The others are down here. You can probably see them, but these two are my main priority. I didn't want my entire TBR cart to be just Jane Austen, so I put in some variety. Part of a series that I hope to start is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This is her Lakefront Billionaire series. I have read her Dreamland Billionaire series, and I have books 1 and 2. I don't know if she's released book 3 or if she's working on book 3 right now, but I am hoping to read the entirety of what I have for Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. And I have Love Unwritten, I think is the next book. I have that one over there on my shelf. So, book 3. Book number 4 is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I don't think I've read any of her books. I want to say I've read Beach Read, but I can't remember. I don't think so. But we're gonna try out some Emily Henry. This I think is the only book that I own of hers. I'm 90% certain. Yeah. So, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry is on my 25 to read in 2025. Okay, next on the list is My Lady Jane. This is co-written by 3 authors, Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jodi Meadows. I know this has been turned into a series, I think on Amazon. I could be very wrong. I don't know. But I've read My Plain Jane, started My Calamity Jane, but because I read them so close to each other, I think my brain just wasn't in it. But this follows Lady Jane Grey. Yeah, Lady Jane Grey. In a what if kind of situation, I guess. So, My Lady Jane by these 3 beautiful authors. Alright, and next we have The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. It's been on my shelf for forever. I've never wanted to read it, but I think I'm ready to read it. So, The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood will be read this year. Alright, then we have Secluded Cabin Sleep 6 by Lisa Unger. This is I think a psychological thriller, or a horror of some sorts. But I'm trying to not just read romances. So I have a few thriller / horror books on here. So this is one of them, Secluded Cabin Sleep 6 by Lisa Unger. Speaking of romance, we have The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I think this is a Groundhog's Day kind of situation where she's reliving the same day or same week over and over again until she gets it right. So, The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. It's cute. All right, then we have The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I don't have the remainder of the series. I think there's 3. Yeah, it looks like 3. But I just have this first one. So if I enjoy this, I may end up purchasing the rest of the series, but this isn't a series that I'm going to be prioritizing, if that makes sense. Like, I'll read it, but I'm not going to... Am I, like, way crooked? I am fine. I don't know. It looks crooked. I don't know. But The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes is on my 25 to read in 2025. So, okay, I had to make sure that we were level. We looked a little off. That might just be my eyes. Who knows? Next on our list is The Obsession by Jesse Q. Sutanto. Basically, another like horror-y kind of vibe. He is stalking her. She doesn't quite like that. So, boy meets girl, boy stalks girl, girl gets revenge. So this will be interesting. This was a gift that I received a few years ago for Christmas, and I'm finally getting around to reading it. So, thank you, brother, for buying me this book. All right, another book that I took, I think, was it from my grandmother? Yes. So I took this from my grandmother's home library. This is Murder on Music Row. This is kind of like a whodunit. This is written by Stuart Dill. So it is a very like hefty book. I don't know. There's just over 300 pages, but I think it's going to go through like how they're going to solve the crime kind of thing. So, and I apologize if you can hear that one. It is what it is. Okay. So, a series that I will be starting this year that I've wanted to read for forever, but never had the time or like the capacity to like sit down and actually read the entire thing is Harry Potter. I think I may have listened to the first book on audio, but it was like half listen kind of thing. So I am going to finally read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, as well as the rest of the series. I have had these books for forever, never picked them up. Loved the movie, know what house I'm in, never read the books. So my coworkers will be happy because they are shocked that as an English teacher or someone who loves to read, I have not read this. So we'll be completing this whole series for 2025. We'll try. Ow. Okay, then we have West with Giraffes by Linda Rutledge. This is kind of, I want to say, I think it's a literary fiction. I could be very wrong. I'm not one who knows genres of books off the top of my head. But this follows a guy as he's remembering his time as basically like, I don't know, he's in his hundreds, reliving a time in the 30s when he was very young, and has to do with giraffes. I love giraffes. This was a book that I picked up on a whim at my grandmother's house, and yeah, I'm excited to read this. I mean, it'll be interesting. It's not something that I would normally read, but it is very interesting. Okay, then a chunker of a book, because we have to have at least one, right? So that would be Jurassic Park: The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I watched all the movies, enjoyed them, did not know this was a book until I was going around Barnes & Noble, as one does, and saw this edition sitting on the shelf. So it is really pretty. I'm excited to read it. So Jurassic Park: The Lost World by Michael Crichton is on my list. Okay, next we have and I've said this name wrong so many times, so I apologize. This is Clytemnestra. I believe I got that correct this time. This is a Greek retelling. She's kind of getting revenge for the death of some loved ones, I think. So this is Clytemnestra by Constanza Casati. I believe that's how it's pronounced. But I am excited. I love Greek retellings. And I picked this up, I think, last year. Maybe the year before. Who knows? But it was a very pretty cover, too. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Next on our list, we have The Sentence by Louise Erdrich. Could be very wrong. I think this had something to do with like a ghost and like a mystery kind of thing. Why did this person die here? I think that's this book. Yes. Okay, so a person died on this very specific day, so they haunt this bookstore that this person works at, and they're trying to figure out what the heck happened to cause them to die in this location. So, Louise Erdrich, The Sentence. Okay, another book that I got quite a few years ago, probably for Christmas, I think actually the same Christmas from the same person, was The Orphan Collector by Ellen Marie Wiseman. This girl's brothers have been taken, and she is going to do everything she can to get them back, and try to figure out who the heck took her brothers and why. I'm excited. The Orphan Collector by Ellen Marie Wiseman. Okay. Stephen King. I'm slowly working through his collection. I think I've read maybe like 3 or 4 of his books. So like a minuscule amount. But I have picked up Lizzie's Story by Stephen King. I'm pretty sure I picked this up from my grandfather. But it has been sitting on my shelf for forever. And I am going to read this. So Stephen King, horror, suspense, mystery, thriller, kind of vibey stuff. Lizzie's Story. Okie doke. Next, we have The Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I don't know how many books. I feel like this is book 1 of, I don't know if it's going to be a series, if it's duology. It just had 1 book on the back, but she is also the author of the Cinder Scarlet books. But Renegades is like a sci-fi-esque looking book. I'm excited to read. Isn't I think my only sci-fi book. No, it's not. Maybe it is. I think my only sci-fi book on this shelf. So, Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Okay, another psychological thriller. We have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. Yeah, psychological thriller. I don't know if I'm going to read all of them in the same like time or if I'm going to spread them out. I don't normally read psychological thrillers because they mess me up. So we'll see. It's been on my shelf for a while, so I am excited to finally read this. If I don't have it on this, I won't read it. And that's a problem. Okay, next we have Give Me a Sign by Anna Sortino. This follows a hard of hearing character who does not feel like she fits into the hearing community or the deaf community because she has some hearing loss, not total hearing loss. So she is dealing with that. So, and this cover is so precious. How cute. So maybe she'll find love. Maybe she'll find acceptance or family, or her true self, you know? Who knows? But it's very cute. Very cute. Okay. Next, we have Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Sarah Gruen. I know this was made into a movie. I think I maybe watched it. I could be very wrong. It could have been one of those, I was on a thing of watching book trailers, and yeah. So circus scene, it appears. I'm excited to pick this up. It has been on my shelf for over a decade. I feel like if I don't read it this year, I'll have to give it up. So, Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. I don't know. Okay. Another author I'm hoping to continue with their collection is Louisa May Alcott. I have currently read Little Women and Joe's Boys, so I am picking up Under the Lilacs this year. It is super cute. I don't know what it's about because this does not have any information, and I do not have the box that it came in, because all of the Louisa May Alcott books that I have are in this style, as a box set. So I am excited to read this. I've loved the other two books. So Under the Lilacs by Louisa May Alcott. And then last physically on here is V.E. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic. This is book 1 of, I think, 3 books. I have books 1 through 3 on this cart, but I don't know if I will read the whole series this year or if I will just read the first one. If I like it, I'll continue it, kind of thing. I'm not entirely certain yet. So this is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This deals with magic. So I'm excited. Yeah. Oh. I knew her name from somewhere. I forgot she wrote The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I never read it. But that was all over TikTok, Book Talk, whatever. So, Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. And then, hello, I don't want to tear up the page. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay, so the book that is not on here, because that was only 24 books. The book that is not on here is Onyx Storm. And I can't figure out how to put the picture on the screen. So, fingers crossed one day I'll figure out how to do it. That's not today. So, this is book 3 of the Empyrean series, where we're following Violet Sorrengail and her journey to becoming a dragon rider. I can't say much about it because it would pretty much be all spoilers, but it is her relationships with certain people and all that. And I'm so excited. I will not be doing anything once I get home from work on the 21st when the book comes to my house. And I really hope it arrives on time. Like, fingers crossed. If it doesn't, I think I'll cry. But that's the book I'm most looking forward to. I have, again, a few series that I'm working through this year, a few collections that I'm working through. If there's any books that you think that I should kind of keep on my radar, maybe for next year or for any like special videos, let me know. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. I hope you all have the joy of reading and are able to read, even if it's just one book you read. That's all that matters. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing from y'all and seeing y'all again soon. Y'all have a great day. Bye.